Let me tell you the truth. It is a good thing for God to give you influence and access to the hearts of kings, because it will accelerate your journey economically and otherwise. There are people who are heavily defended and blessed. There are people who are heavily protected and supported because there are kings, there are captains who love them. There are men of God in this nation, men of God in Africa, who is not just the pulpit that is protecting them. God in heaven is there to defend them, but they have the jealousy and the loyalty of kings across the globe. Nations will close and open again for their sake. Are we learning? Let me give us the last one so we pray. I missed out on the story of the Shunammite woman. There's no time for that. We would have spoken about the Shunammite woman. The same Elisha who came to her and said, what should I do for you? Notice the woman, when she saw Elisha in 2 Kings chapter 4, you find that from verse 8 to 17. When she saw Elisha, she discerned that this was a great man of God. Immediately, she started preparing something to honor him. And Elisha came after a while and said, you've been helping me. What should I do? Should I speak to the king for you? He had that authority. King, help this woman. And that would have been it. Listen, not everybody is limited. This is a very, very sincere statement. Challenges are not general. They are limited. As much as people are suffering, there are people who with the same letter, that letter principle is still working till today in Nigeria and across the globe. There are people who may be ordinary people, but they will carry letters from superior voices with authorities and can take and say, listen, I just came to, who are you? I came with a letter. From who? So, okay. Where do you know him? He happens to be my uncle, or he happens to be someone God brought to my life. Are you sure? Let me see. Help this person, please. Give him all the support needed. Sign. We'll talk later. That's the end of it. So what are you looking for? I've applied visa 10 times. It has not worked. Okay, come back tomorrow. Drop your passport. Go. That's the end of it. Or, okay, there's a job given there, but I don't have a scholarship for the master's program, but it's too late. We've closed the door. Well, so person said I should give you. Please help him. We'll talk about your wife's issue tomorrow. Everybody, including the king, has his area of need. The person who can solve the king's problem, are we together, can get the king's favor too, for himself and for others. Kings have problems. They can solve the problems of others, but there are others who can solve their problems. You need both in your life. The kings who can solve your problems and access to the ones who solve the problem of kings.